On today's episode, we talk about wide receivers at the combine, as well a big wide receiver moving in the NFL, as well the last piece, the cherry on top, the creme de la creme, the mock draft. We're going to jump right into it. So first and foremost, off the bat, Deebo Samuel, you probably already heard. We're going to talk about it briefly, but Deebo Samuel has been traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Washington Commies, the Commanders. But that being said, the 49ers, in my opinion, yes, they open up some cap space. Awesome for them. The Commanders gave up a 5th-round draft pick. Now they only get Deebo as of right now for a year unless they give him an extension. We will see what happens. But they're going to be paying him in full $17.55 million for his 2025 salary. This is going to make the Commanders even better offensively with Jaden Daniels, with McLaurin, with Robinson at running back, with Deebo Samuel. Now, again, I'm not saying Deebo would have ended up with the Patriots. Nope. I'm just saying people are making moves. And again, we talked about it a little yesterday. Do we want the Patriots necessarily trading for a wide receiver? And I think the question is, it depends on the situation. A situation like this where it's like give up a 5th-round draft pick, get Deebo Samuel. And that's the thing. It's for a year. For a year. He doesn't got to sign back with you. That's not how it works. Yesterday, someone said DK Metcalf, he doesn't even want to go to the New England Patriots. Yeah, sure, that's fine, but in his contract, it don't matter. Some people in their contract, they can negotiate things and they can do that. So, case in point, Brandon Ayuk this past season, he didn't want to go to the Patriots, and so based on that, they didn't send him to the Patriots. Now, if the price is right for DK Metcalf, he's gone. It doesn't matter. But anyways, Deebo Samuel, best of luck to him. But moving on, wide receivers at the combine. And real quick, before we jump into this, if you guys are just watching this channel for the first time, my name's Aaron, on the daily, pushing out Patriots content for people just like you. So just do me a favor. We're climbing our way up to 6,000. Help me get there. Hit that subscribe button. Now, for the Patriots, the big question is, do they go at some point in this draft and get a wide receiver? My guess is they will at some point draft a wide receiver. And as it looks like for this draft, though, a lot is going to hinge on it as we see offensive linemen getting either franchise tagged, and what happened to Trey Smith, or getting extensions, and most likely others who will follow suit, if not get franchise tagged, will end up getting an extension. So the draft, a lot is going to hinge on this draft. And when we look at wide receivers, yes, we have Javon Baker, we have Jalen Polk, that hopefully they will produce and do something for the team, but you can't guarantee it. You can't guarantee it. We saw Kayshon Boutte somewhat step out under Drake May. Pop Douglas, we know he can play it in the slot. Kendrick Bourne, sure, he can be a placeholder, in my opinion. Some might think that's disrespectful to say, but he might be a placeholder for the number one spot for the Patriots. But again, he is not the answer in the long run. So the question is, where are they going to go? Now, we've had some wide receivers that did well at the combine. So Matthew Golden, stock going up. This is really what I want to focus on, because some of these guys aren't even first round on a lot of mock drafts, on a lot of rankings, not even first round material. Now, Matthew Golden played, he played at Texas. They lost to Ohio State. He didn't make a crazy, him or Bond didn't make a crazy impact in that game. But with Matthew Golden, much like Xavier Worthy coming out of Texas, speedy receiver, 4.29, fluid, efficient, fast route runner on film, and running in the 4.2s is crazy fast. Now the question is, if he comes in, sure, he could play most likely like a slot, but he's not a tried and true number one receiver. So again, I would be very surprised on that. But the next two right here, the boys from Iowa State under Matt Campbell, head coach there over in Iowa State, the Cyclones, is Jalen Noel as well as Jaden Higgins. Now, Jaden Higgins, he is the guy who's 6'4", 220 something. Really, I hate saying this, but it's like a McMillan's, a poor man McMillan. if that made any sense. Comment below if that made sense. Made sense to me. But anyways, Jaden Higgins has the side, good speed for his size, a great route runner, very athletic. And a lot of people are like, well, why do you want a guy like that who's going to potentially just be a 50-50 ball guy? No, that's not the point. The point is he is a great route runner. He can put it out vertically. As well, he can play different spots, so he doesn't have to be the X. He can sneak into the slot. He can do whatever. And so when it comes down to it, Jaden Higgins, for his size, again, a lot of people think he could fall into the second round, into the Patriots' lap at that 38th overall pick. But as well, Jalen Noel, another guy, speedster, in kind of that chip on the shoulder mentality, especially at Iowa State. You guys got to think Iowa State has not wowed college football. They've had their years where they've came out and they've surprised people, but at the same time, they kind of up and down seasons. So Jalen Noel, though, this is what I love. His comparison, Ladd McConkey, someone the Patriots missed out on last year. So Jalen Noel, if available, would be interesting. Now, when you look at Jalen Noel's size, when it comes down to it, it should be on here. Here we go. 5'11", 200. Again, not your ideal size for a number one, for an X. That is more the Jaden Higgins. But again, you never know. We'll see. And when it comes to size as well, you see Jaden Higgins. And then you got some 6'2", 6'3", Trey Harris, Matthew Golden, Vernon, Missouri, and then McMillan, the number one, even though we noticed Travis Hunter is not on here. But when we look at wide receivers, the reason I'm bringing this up, I think there will be a solid potential wide receiver in maybe the third, maybe the fourth, maybe the fifth round. But again, my question for you is this. Javon Baker, Jalen Polk, already drafted them. Do we take a chance on drafting another wide receiver? And again, I'm not saying they're bust. As of right now, that's what it feels like. They could come out and surprise every single one of us next year. But again, the Patriots, is it, hey, if they can't find their number one wide receiver, just end up trying to snag someone in a later round? Or again, it's possible they trade back. McMillan might be in their laps, but then what about tackle? There's a lot of different scenarios to go on. And that is why we're going to do a mock draft in just a second. We're going to do it not planned out. I will show you my last one I just did, and we're going to reset it. We're going to do it over again. We're going to do this as friends, as comrades, it's going to be a good time. So again, as of right now in a later round, I really like Jaden Higgins. I like that idea, as well as Noel. Sounds good to me, but for a more tried true X type guy, I do really like Jaden Higgins. Comment below, tell me what you think. I still really love McMillan, but again, we'll see what happens. And a lot of comparisons at the combine to Drake London. We said that weeks and weeks ago. That was a comparison that was brought up. They're bringing it again. Their size, a lot of different things compare very well between the two. And Drake London now with Michael Penix finally, and I love Kirk Cousins. A lot of people diss on Kirk Cousins. Man, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Sure, has he declined in football? Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. But again, Drake London, hopefully with Michael Penix, finally has someone who can throw to him well. Moving forward, mock draft. This was my mock draft I literally just did. It was pretty crazy. This almost for me right here is the perfect scenario. So I just did 4 rounds. Abdul Carter fell in my lap. Yes, scooped him up. Connerly out of Oregon could be a first rounder. You never know. Scooped him up as well. My boy Jaden Higgins, we just talked about. The X wide receiver, 6'4", about 215, snagged him up at 69. Carson Swessinger. I think I said that right. We're going to go with it. Anyways, Listen, this is what I do in school. If I mess up on a name, tell me it's wrong. If you don't tell me it's wrong, I assume it's right. Anyways, Carson Schlesinger, linebacker, UCLA, tried and true, ready to go for Mike Vrabel in that linebacking core. And then Ozzie Trapilo, out of Boston College. They played, anyone who follows this channel knows I'm a Michigan State football fan. They played Boston College this year. So their offensive line, though they didn't do so hot. I mean, Boston College, they're really never in discussions for the playoff or anything, or, conference championships. But their offensive line was pretty solid this year. This guy is 6'8". He is a big boy. Getting him in the 4th round would be awesome. But anyways, we're going to restart it. We're going to do it live, as I said. I'm going to scroll down. This is profootballnetwork.com. This is the one I found that basically there's some that like they want you to pay for it. No, I'm not going to pay for it. We're going to go forward rounds. We're going to go fast because we want this thing flying, because I want you guys to go spend time with other people or do other things, or probably most of you probably watch other Patriots stuff. Who knows? Anyways, we're going to enter the draft and we're going to get going. Boom. So the first overall pick is Shedeur Sanders, and then McMillan somehow goes number 2, Abdul Carter. So here's the issue right now. Now I'm on the spot. I can take Travis Hunter. I can take Mason Graham. Those are like the 2 big ones. Will Campbell's still right there. Now, the Giants, I have 3 trade offers right now because, again, New York Giants, they did not take a quarterback. So, remember, they could do something like the Houston Texans. This is all off the dome right now. They could pull a Houston Texans. They get one guy. They immediately trade up and take the other guy that they were in love with. But here's the deal. I get pick 34, 65, and then 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of the next year. Holy moly. That is for Travis Hunter or Mason Graham. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We got pick 11 from San Francisco, pick 43, pick 112, and then the 2nd round next year. That is looking tempting right there. And then next up, we have the 7th overall pick from the Jets, and then their 1st next year. Oh, mama. You guys are going to be like, Aaron, you're an idiot. You're going to fail this somehow. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. The Giants might absolutely suck next year. But again, I really want at least a offensive tackle that is ranked pretty high. So Will Campbell's right up there for me. This is looking pretty tempting. 11, I think I can still get Will Campbell right there, if not Banks from Texas. This here, right here, though, I think the Jets are going to suck. So if you get the 7th, but we're also giving up 105, but we just dropped down. Oh, man. You know what? I like this one right here. I'm going Jets. You guys might laugh at me. I think I'm probably giving up a lot right here in future stuff, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not drafting right now for that round. I'm drafting for this 4 rounds right here, and I'm going to do my best. All right, so we're taking this. We're taking the 11, the 43, 112, and the 2nd round next year. Make fun of me all you want. I'm a high school PE teacher living my best life. Here we go. So I accept it. They start flying down. Now we get to the 11th pick. And with the 11th pick, we have 2 trade offers. We have the Giants. A lot of people trying to trade for the 23rd and 54th overall, or the 27, 59, 91. Here's the deal. Kelvin Banks still on the board. You see him right here. Genty, I'm going to say that right. I said Gentry the other day. A lot of people got on me. Genty, Ashton Genty, he's on the board. No, we're not taking him. Will Johnson, I love him at cornerback. I do think he is the best quarterback in this class. No cornerback I don't think is in need right now. Tyler Warren is an absolute dog. And Mike Vrabel, if he was in this situation, he might take him. He might go get him. I don't think he is. Kelvin Banks, we need an offensive tackle. Do we trust Kelvin Banks? Oh, that's tough. Do we think he's going to drop? No, I don't think he's going to drop. Let's look at this one more time. 27th overall pick. 23rd, 54. Guys, I'm going to reject it. Going to reject. And I'm going to go to our team right here. My picks. I'm going to take Calvin Banks. You're probably like, Aaron, you're an idiot right now. That's fine. I don't care. We're drafting. We're living life. It gets back to us. 58th pick. No. Second trade. There's a lot of trades in this. Maybe this thing is just a joke. Who knows? It probably is, but I'm living life. I'm loving it. We're going to reject. We're going to reject. What do we got? We got Kenneth Grant is still available at defensive tackle out of Michigan. I do like that. Jahad Campbell, not bad. Linebacker, 36. Jalen Moore, he is not 41 overall. There is no way, no how. Let's look at offensive tackle. Connerly still available? No, he's not. No, he's not. That's all right. My boy Ozzy's still there. That's fine. Gray Zabel. This is a guy right here. I think that we can wait at 43. We can get him at 43 at offensive tackle. We're really going to fire on all cylinders offensive tackle. Wide receiver, Trey Harris is interesting. I'm going to say no. Again, Jaden Higgins at 72. I think we can get him later. Defensive, I'm going to go Kenneth Grant. We're going to go trenches, both sides. We're going with it. I like it. Again, make fun of me all you want. I do not care. Here we go. We got 64 and 96 overall pick. No. Eagles, very aggressive. And no, we're rejecting that as well. Reject. We get back to it. Offense. Let's look at offensive tackle. Oh, shoot. Our boy's gone. Dang it. That's all right. The guy out of North Dakota State, the Bison. My cousin goes to North Dakota. They're big rivals over in Sioux Falls, Grand Forks, somewhere over there. Anyways, no one cares. If you're still watching, you're a true fan. Quarterback, we don't need. Running back, later round, not worried about that right now. Jaden Higgins, my boy, still down there. We're waiting. Offensive guard, where do we got? Again, we could solidify the offensive guard. You know, a lot of people say have faith in Cole Strange. Who knows? Layden Robinson played there a little bit, but he was green. He was so green. It was crazy. Center, I'm not worried about. So tackle, we're just going to go and take I actually like Emory Jones over the guy from Purdue from what I've seen. So we're going to go Emory Jones. And we're going to continue on. Let's see if it brings us all the way to 69. We're not going to trade Chargers. Nope, not doing that again. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to wide receiver. Jaden Higgins right there, 69. Do we wait for 77? I don't think so. What do we got on defense right now? Anything that looks appealing? There's my guy right there, and I think we're going to go for him. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go Jaden Higgins. We're going to get our big boy at 69. And then we're going to get here. Lions, nope, get out of here. And then we are going to go to defense. No way he was picked. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Who do we got on the edge? We haven't got an edge rusher. Frustrating. Chris Paul Jr., I wonder if he's related to no, he's probably not. Maybe he could be. Someone knows? If you know, let me know if he's related to the point guard. I think he's still in the league. Anyways, I digress. So we got two offensive tackles. We got a defensive tackle. We got my boy Jaden Higgins. And then we got a lot of picks left. What else? What do we got? Boom. And we got a San Francisco next year. Do not forget about that. Well, let's look at running backs real quick, just because Scatterboos there. Oof. I think I'm reaching at 77 though. I think he's gonna end up going. What do we got at tight end? Lachey down here, Iowa. We know they produce. So I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna go to defense. I'm gonna go to edge. And I'm going to go to Jared Ivey. I know I watched him play once or twice this year. I remember. Let's look right here. Actually, I can click this. I forgot. Flashes impressive pass rush plan, but his heavy feet limited his ceiling. Blah, blah, blah. So I want a quick-footed offensive line. What about this guy right here, high motor edge. Once you get to these later rounds, there's some of these guys. That's the thing with when you know the experts, the scouts, they know every single one of these players by name, probably what they ate for lunch, where they were born, when they were born, the exact time, second, minute. And so, but you know what I'm going to do? I think that Vrabel's going to go linebacker. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm actually going to go to my boy Jay Higgins out of Iowa. Watched him play. Not going to take him. That's actually too soon. We're going to go CP, Chris Paul Jr. from Ole Miss. Then we're going to get to 105. Guys, I promise it's going to be done at some point. We're going to go back to edge. What do we got? Jared Ivey, we're at 105. We're going to snag him. Two guys from Ole Miss. We're doing what the Philadelphia Eagles did with Georgia, but with Ole Miss. Don't get me wrong, Lane Kiffin brings in some studs over there. Now our last pick at 112. Just because I want to, I'm looking back at running back. Scattaboo has to be gone. He is gone. Ollie Gordon's there. Damian Martinez. But let me show you this. Mullins from Michigan, a guy that in a later round I would not be opposed to, or Donovan Edwards. I am not a Michigan fan. Trevor Etienne out of Georgia. This is a deeper running back class than I think a lot of people think, or I've really even talked about. But I would not be opposed to that. Also, let's not forget, it's possible Milton gets traded. Hey, maybe we snag a quarterback at some point. Again, I doubt that. Let's look at tight end, though. I know that at the combine that Vrabel has talked to, the team has talked to some different linebackers, or sorry, not linebackers, but tight ends. So again, hey, coming in, running this new system under Josh McDaniels, who knows? Again, oh, my boy Ozzy's there, though. You can't take him, can you? Can you take three offensive tackles? That would be crazy. You'd be an idiot. I don't think so. Wide receiver? No, my boy Jalen Noel. He's there, though. Or Ricky White, former Michigan State Spartan. You're like, Aaron, for the love of God, just pick someone. Hold on. Defensive tackle. Joshua Farmer. I do know Joshua Farmer. He's a big boy. Yep, 305. I was going to say, I know he's pushing 300. Nice. You know what? Do we get our edge? Yeah, we got an edge. We got a linebacker. This boy, I think, actually is from Michigan. This is what we're going to do. We're going to surprise everyone. We're going to go guard. Another LSU guy. And here we go. This is crazy. I did not expect these results. So we have Kenneth Banks. We have, this episode is 23 minutes long. Holy cow. We have Kenneth Banks. We have Kenneth Grant. Kelvin Banks. There we go. Offensive tackle. So we got the tackle. We got one of the top tackles in there. Kelvin Banks is number 2. Will Campbell, number 1. Kenneth Grant. He's not Mason Graham, but he is an absolute dog. I think will end up being a first rounder. Emory Jones, another guy. We know this offensive tackle class is deep, but it's not crazy top heavy. So I think that's a good pick. Jaden Higgins, he's the big boy I like at that X receiver. Chris Paul and then Jared Ivey, both Ole Miss boys, both Rebels. Hopefully helps this Terrell Williams defense. Garrett Dillinger at guard, because what the heck, who knows what's going on at guard? Is Cole Strange going to be there? Is Layden Robinson going to be there? Is Ben Brown going to be there? Who knows? David Andrews, how long is he going to be able to play? When's he going to be able to come back? All these different questions come around there. Now, I know this is more obscure. I actually like my other one a little better. But again, this was live. We're going with it. If you stayed this long, comment below. I love you all. Tell me what you think. As time gets closer to the draft, I'll do another one. And I'm just going to stay on here for another 10 seconds just so we can hit 25 minutes just because I think it's fun. That being said, my name's Aaron. Hit the subscribe button. We're climbing to 6,000. We'll talk later. Peace.